Okay. The centrosome that we have in the next in line, it is present only in animal cell, and it is another striking and distinguishing feature which we find only in animal cell. It is a striking feature. It separates a plant cell from an animal cell. Centrosome helps in reproduction. It initiates or starts reproduction, and it is found near the nucleus. It has got a small maybe two or more than two spherical bodies called centrioles, and these centrioles are guarded by star-shaped structures. Now we have the next one is called the ribosome. Ribosome is again found in both the cells. It is found in plant cell as well as in animal cell. Ribosomes are very important because they help in protein synthesis. So they are called the protein factory of the cell. It forms proteins because it contains RNA. As I told you, RNA stands for ribose nucleic acid. So it is a genetic material and it helps in the formation of protein. It synthesizes, manufactures, makes protein in the plant cell. The next one that we have is called the vacuole. Vacuole is actually, it is an empty space where all the extra things and unused things are stored in it. It is called the storehouse of the cell. Now vacuoles generally we find it in plant cell. In animal cells sometimes it may be present, but that is very temporary, and after sometimes it just gets dissolved. Now this vacuole contains a covering, and that covering is called tonoplast, and inside the tonoplast whatever material is stored, mainly water, that is called the cell sap. We find this vacuole in plant cell, and not the new plant cells but plant cells which are mature, we find it in them. So this is the what you call the structures that we have and the functions of the cell organelles that are there. So a cell can be divided into three parts. We have, that is your cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. Three together is called protoplasm, the living matter of the cell. Cell membrane helps in protection. It gives shape to the cell. Then you have the cytoplasm, which is the site for where all the life functions takes place. All the work of a living organism actually takes place inside a cell. And then we have the nucleus, which is called the boss of the cell because it controls all the activities of the cell. So let us see the differences between plant cell and animal cell. It is given in your book. We have that plant cell has cell wall, whereas animal cell does not have a cell wall. Second, plant cell have plastids, whereas animal cells don't have plastids. Plant cells do not have Golgi bodies or lysosomes, and animal cells, they have Golgi bodies and lysosomes. Plant cells don't have your centrosome, animal cells have centrosome. In plant cells, there is vacuoles are present. In animal cells, it is temporary. So we have 4 or 5 differences between the plant cell and animal cell. But what is common between the two? There are few striking features which are common between the two. First one is both have plasma membrane. As I told you in the beginning, that plasma membrane is present in all types of cells, all cells. So plasma membrane is present in both plant cell and animal cell. Nucleus is present in both the cells. Nucleus is present in both the cells. Ribosome is present in both the cells. Mitochondria is present in both the cells. Endoplasmic reticulum is also present in both the cells. So we have 5 common features that is there between a plant cell and an animal cell. Next we move to the diversity in cells and cell division. Diversity, what does this mean? Now a cell, what does it do? A cell does, as we said, all the work. Yes, it does all the work, but a single cell also does a specific activity. Let us say there are different tissues in our body. Now these tissues, all of them, like you have the nerves, the nervous tissue, you have the muscle, the muscular tissue, you have the blood, okay, the conducting tissue, you have the skin, the epithelial tissue. So what happens, these tissues, they are made up of cells. Each cell is doing all the life process, but specifically it is doing one thing, very particular thing in the particular thing. Now In a multicellular organism, we have this the phrase called division of labor. What does this mean? That, as I said, that all the work cannot be done by a single cell, in the sense all specific activity. That is why we have muscular tissue or muscle cells. We have the different types of blood cells in the blood, that is the connective tissue, or you have the epithelial tissue or the what you call this